Welcome, sweet friends. It's Ashley Clarke with Earthkeeper Yoga. I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have a treat for you today. So before we get started, I want to let you know that you can always go to earthkeeperyoga.com to find out about the classes that I'm offering in the community. At the current time, most of everything that I'm offering is outside, safe, and socially distanced. So be sure to check out my website and see what I've got going on and see if any of those things appeal to you or meet with your schedule. If not, you can always just keep coming back right here. Please be sure to like and subscribe so that you know when new videos are released. And I know that you're paying attention. Be sure to leave me comments so that I can build classes based around ideas and requests that you leave for me in the comments. All right, so we're going to use our trusty blanket today. So make sure that you've got either a beach towel or a blanket or something just a little soft for those knees when we move through some kneeling practices today. Grab what you need and I'll meet you right here. All right, sweet friends. So as we get started, we're going to start in a nice, comfortable seat. So if your comfortable seat doesn't look like mine, that's A-OK. Do whatever you need. So we're just going to make sure that we have a nice, tall spine. So really reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. And then see if that put extra tension in the legs. Start to let those relax. You can go ahead and find a soft gaze towards the floor. You can close your eyes if that's more comfortable for you. And we'll begin right here. So go ahead and take just a few moments here to check in with your physical, emotional, mental health body. Notice where you feel nice and at ease. Notice where there may be some tension. All are okay. And with that tailbone pressing into the mat and the crown of the head reaching towards the sky, go ahead and give yourself a breath right here. Notice where it shows up in your body. There's no wrong answer. You may feel it in the deep low belly. You may feel it up in the ribs, maybe even up in the heart. And just spend the next few breath cycles, nice big deep inhales and exhales. Just let that breath begin to expand and then constrict within your body. Give yourself one more deep inhale and exhale, in and out through the nose. And after you exhale that breath all the way out, bring the chin down towards the chest. Let the fingertips come on either side of the thighs. Roll those shoulders up towards the ears and then roll the shoulders down the back. Shoulder blades come closer together. Keep the length through the spine. Give yourself a breath. And take an inhale here. Exhale, reach arms and gaze up. Inhale, bring the arms forward. And exhale, open wide into a T. Beautiful. Inhale, chin and arms down. Exhale, super flowy, reach it all up. Inhale, arms come out front. And exhale to open it up. Beautiful. Keep moving your breath cycles. Give yourself 2 more rounds. Beautiful. We'll end with those arms out into a T. Take an inhale. Let the left arm come down to the mat. Bend that left elbow in. Reach the right fingertips over to the right. Press through that left hand, and we're going to windmill over to the right. Exhale, press through. Inhale, bend in. Moving with your breath cycle from side to side. Just feeling into that side body. And give it one more round either side. And we'll meet with those arms in a T. Inhale, bring the arms back forward. And then you're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms away. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head. And exhale, round the chin in as the spine rounds back. Bring the hands all the way down in front of the legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round in. 2 more. And as those hands come to the mat in front of you, unlace the fingertips. Let the palms come to the mat. Press the palms in, reach through the crown of the head, and then slowly let yourself walk forward just a little bit, feeling that opening through the thigh muscles. Just breathing here, keeping a long spine. 2 breaths. Notice if you clenched your jaw. Let's walk those hands up. And we're going to make our way into a wide leg child's pose. So wide leg child's pose is super easy. All you do is bring your knees to the outside edges of your mat. You can keep the bottoms of your feet stacked on top of each other. Just send those hips back. Send the arms long in front. Take an inhale. And then exhale to let the upper body sink down towards the earth. Rest in here. Big deep breaths all the way up to the shoulder blades. And give it one more. Take an inhale. We're going to move through table. Reset those knees under the hips. Curl your toes, lift those hips, find your first down dog. So in this first down dog, you really want to focus on sending the tailbone up, no matter how big the bend is in the knees. It helps take pressure out of the shoulders. So you can pedal the feet here, just feeling into the calf muscles and into the hamstrings, back body. Give it 2 more breaths.
Let's take a slow walk up to the top of the mat. We'll meet there in a forward fold. Big bend in the knees to begin. Torso might even roll over those thighs. Perfectly fine. Let the head hang heavy. Let's inhale halfway. Find a long spine. Reach the crown away. And then exhale to release back down towards the mat. Inhale down low. And exhale, slow, slow rise. Let's rise up and we'll meet in that mountain. Roll those shoulders up towards the ears. And then let the shoulders roll down the back. Shoulder blades come together. Give yourself a breath. Bring the chin down towards the chest. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. Exhale, bring those arms out front. Inhale, open the arms to the side. Exhale, palms and chin come down towards the chest. Again, inhale, arms and gaze rise. Exhale, bring the hands out front. Inhale, open into that T. And exhale, bring the palms down near the hips, chin into the chest. Inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. Exhale, palms come out in front. Go ahead and interlace those fingers. Press the palms away just like we did from seated. Check that there's a little softness in the knees. And make sure that your feet are completely connected to the mat. So you might even want to rock back and forth here just a breath or two, just to see how you're feeling connected to the mat. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, round in, let the palms come down, tap those knees. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, round it in. 2 more. Inhale, lift it up. Nice and slow, round it in. And release the interlaced fingers. Let them come right to the knees. Take an inhale, reach the crown and the tailbone back. Shoulder blades come together. Exhale, round it in. Shoulder blades come up near to the ears. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, round it in. 1 more. And then slowly let yourself roll all the way up. Fresh inhale, reach the arms up over the head. Exhale, palms down in front of the heart, bow, chin to chest. Give yourself 2 breaths right here. Beautiful. Inhale, arms and gaze lift. And then exhale to forward fold. And give yourself a breath or 2 here. Just giving yourself a little side to side sway. The head hangs heavy. We're just feeling into that low back body. Keep as big of a bend in the knees as you need here. One more breath. Let's take an inhale, halfway long spine. Exhale, release back down towards the earth. Inhale, down low. And exhale, slow rise. Reaching the crown of the head towards the sky. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, palms down in front of the heart. Gaze stays forward. I'm going to face you so you can see me a little bit better. Give yourself a breath. All right. So we're going to inhale into our chair, hands at the heart. Exhale, straighten the legs, send the fingertips over to the right. Inhale through center, back into chair. Exhale, flow it over to the left. And keep moving with your breath. Nice and deep. Notice if you're locking those knees when you come into stand. Keep them soft. Let the extension come through the side body and the crown reaching towards the sky. Finish out this last side. And then let's meet in this chair. Hold it here. I'm going to turn back to the side for you. Hold it here. Swing that tailbone back, or the hips back, and then curl the tailbone in to engage through the center of your body. Bring the top of your tongue to the top of your mouth, where the tip of your tongue is right behind your front teeth. This helps engage through the core muscles. And give it one more breath. Inhale, slowly rise up, bringing those palms right back in front of the heart. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, lift this right knee up, and then you're going to step it back. We're going into warrior one. So those right toes, I like to say they're at like 1 o'clock on an old roundabout clock. And then you're going to bend this left knee. So you can make as much space as feels okay. Hips are forward. Hands are at the heart. Bring the hands down on either side of the hips. So we'll use that same pattern that we've done from seated and standing. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring them forward. Inhale, open into a T. Exhale, palms and gaze lower. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, release. Give it one more. Bring those palms back into prayer at the heart. Energy into the ball of the right foot. We'll come back to the top of the mat. We'll meet in mountain with hands in prayer. Inhale, lift this left knee up. And then exhale, step it back. Find your warrior one on the other side. So bending into that right knee, hips forward. Getting a really great stretch through that left groin. Bring those hands down next to the hips. Gaze follows towards the floor. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, move the hands forward. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, release. Two more. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open through the heart. Exhale, lower it down. Again, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, open. And exhale, release towards the floor. Hands come back in front of the heart. Energy into the ball of that left foot. Let's come back to the top of the mat. We'll meet in mountain. Give yourself a breath. Inhale, lift arms and gaze. And exhale to find a forward fold.
Walk your feet back. Find a down dog. Just pedal through the feet here. Stay connected to the breath. One more. Use your next breath cycle to meet me in your plank. Keep that booty low and reach through the crown of your head. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale, we'll lower all the way to the mat. And tops of the feet come to the mat. Release through the booty. Inhale, lift through the crown of the head. Breath in the belly. One more. Lower the head, press into the hands, send yourself back into a child's pose. And let everything go. One more breath. Use your next breath cycle to move back into your down dog. Take an inhale, lift the left leg up towards the sky, and then bring knee to nose. Let that left foot step through. When you get that left foot where you want it, bring that right heel in towards center. That's going to open your hips for warrior two. Take an inhale. We'll windmill up, rising into warrior two, and then settling into our posture. Making sure that the hips stay open, shoulders square over hips. Turn those palms up. Take an inhale. Straighten the left leg. Reach the fingertips up. Gaze goes up. Exhale back into warrior two. Do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, open up. And notice how I'm not leaning forward. I'm bringing the upper body square over the hips. Hold it here, one more breath. Windmill those hands down. Let's make our way back into down dog. And give yourself a breath here, just resetting the work that you've done. One more breath. And take an inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. And then bring knee to nose, step that right foot through. Once you have that foot where you want it, let's turn this left heel in towards center. That's going to open those hips. Inhale to rise. Exhale to settle in to warrior two. Check shoulders over hips. Right heels right behind the right toes. And notice that I'm not doing this. My knees not bending in. Things that we can do to keep ourselves safe. Turn those palms up. Inhale, straighten through the right leg. Lift up. And exhale, settle in. 3 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale, settle. Hold it here, 2 breaths. Windmill those hands down. Let's meet back in down dog.
Give yourself a breath in and out through the nose, nice and deep. One more. Bend your knees down to the mat. Tops of the feet come to the mat. And then keep those hands right where they are. We're slowly going to let the pelvis start to shift forward towards the floor. Keep strong through the arms. Make your way into your up dog this way. Let the hips release. Inhale back to child's. Exhale back into your up dog. 3 more, just like that. Inhale back to child's. Nice big deep breaths, exhaling into up dog. Notice the pause on the inhale and the exhale at the top and the bottom of the breath. And we'll end together in this up dog. If you want a little bit more, press the tops of your feet into the mat. It'll lift the knees off the floor. Deeper stretch through the torso, more of a back bend. All right, bring those knees to the mat, send the hips back. Here's 3 breaths in child's pose, just for you. You could make this a wide-legged child's pose if that would feel better in your body. Inhale, let's make our way through table and back into down dog. And give it 2 more breaths. Walk your hands and feet toward the center of your mat. We'll meet there in that forward fold. Take an inhale halfway along spine. And then exhale to release down towards the mat. Inhale down low. And exhale, slow rise back into your mountain. Tall spine, reach the ground towards the sky. Inhale, arms and gaze go up. And then exhale to bring the hands down in front of the heart. Give yourself a breath right here. So you're going to turn and face the long edge of your mat and let your feet come nice and wide. So sometimes when we get this nice, big, wide, forward folding stance, we have a tendency to lock the knees. So try not to do that. And then think about sending the pelvis forward, which is going to help engage through the core muscles. So the hands are at the heart. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale to find a wide leg forward fold. Keep that bend in the knees. Let the head hang heavy. And breathe in here, 2 more breaths. Start to walk those hands away from you, and you're going to make your way into a wide-legged plank. Hello. So make sure that the booty stays down, link through the crown of the head, hold it here, 2 more breaths. And you've got this. After you release that last exhale, start to press the hips back, walk those hands back towards center, and let's come back into that forward fold. 3 breaths. Let everything release. Last breath. Start to walk your hands over towards that left foot. Let the left foot come towards the top of the mat. Spin onto the ball of that right foot. Find a low lunge. So just reaching those hips down towards the mat. You could always lower that right knee if you need to. Take an inhale. Send the left arm up towards the sky for a twist. Lower the left hand inside of the left foot. Let's come back to that long edge of the mat. Sink in here, 2 breaths. Walk your hands back into that wide-legged plank. We'll find 2 breaths here. Tall, long spine, booty down. Start to send those hips back. Walk those hands back towards center. Take a breath here. Forward fold. Start to walk those hands over towards the right toes towards the back of your mat. Spinning on the ball of that left foot. Find that low lunge. Stretching through that left groin. Left knee can lower if you need to. Left palm is under the left shoulder. Inhale. Send the right arm up towards the sky for a twist. See if you can keep that right knee over the right ankle. Right hand comes down inside of right foot. Let's make it back towards the long edge of your mat. You can shimmy the feet in if you got a little bit wider than you wanted. Give yourself 2 breaths. You can go ahead and start to shimmy those feet together. We'll meet in a forward fold, still facing the long edge of the mat. Let's take an inhale, halfway long spine. And exhale to release back down towards the earth, slow and steady. Inhale down low. And exhale, slow rise back into your mountain, long spine, soft knees. Fresh inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, palms come back down in front of the heart. Give yourself 2 centering breaths right here. Take an inhale. And then exhale, bring that body weight over to the left side of your body. Keep that long spine. Get light on those right toes, so really ripple your strength up. Inhale, arms go up as right leg comes out in front of you. Keep that right foot flexed. Open the right leg to the right. Toes are up towards the sky. Press that left foot in, engage through the pelvis. Right leg goes back behind. Right toes point down towards the floor. Here's a little bit of a back bend here. Keep the length through the spine. Hands come to the heart. Right foot drops. Center in the middle. 2 breaths. Let it all settle. Inhale. Send it over to the right. Reach up through the crown of the head. And then go ahead and take a fresh inhale. Keep that left foot flexed. Send it out front. Standing staff. You can lift the leg as far as it feels good or possible, available, maybe not good. Open it to the side. Toes point forward. Strengthen through that right leg. Reach through the crown of the head. And then send those toes back behind. Big arch in the back here. One more breath. Bring it all in. Center it. Soft gaze towards the floor. Eyes closed. 2 breaths. Now, as you finish, you can turn back towards the top of your mat. Take an inhale, reach arms and gaze up. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Walk the hands forward, feet back, down dog. Use your next breath cycle to settle into a plank, long spine. Lower the knees. Let yourself move into your up dog. Notice how more open you feel. Last breath. And then we'll send those hips back. Child's pose. So just releasing through that low back here. And give it one more breath. Inhale, we're going to move through our tabletop and swing those legs so that we can come to seated. So this first one that we're going to do, we're going to have the left leg extended long, and we're going to send this right foot back behind. So it's close to our famous cheerleader pose. I guess this one's more like a herky. I am not a cheerleader, so I don't know what all these words are. But anyway, if this is uncomfortable, keep that right leg extended, but leave it over to the right just a bit, okay? So find the tailbone, that sit spot on the left side. Take an inhale, lift the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale to fold forward towards that left leg. And keep the spine nice and long. See if you can keep this left foot flexed. Give it one more breath. Walk your hands up, and we'll change sides. So let this right leg come long. Left leg either goes out to the side, so most of the weight is on the right leg, or bend that left knee into that herky shape. And then press that right tailbone into the floor as you flex through that right foot. So this whole right leg is engaged. Chest is centered over the right leg. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale to find a forward fold. Noticing how you feel differently on one side of your body than the other. And if you feel like you're rounding, I'll show you from the side. If you feel like you've done this, that's a lot of rounding for the spine. So come back out, really reach towards the sky, and then fold forward, keeping that length through the spine. You're going to feel this in that right hamstring. And just give it one more breath. Let's walk those hands up. And then bring this left leg around to meet the right. Bring both legs together, flex both feet, and reach nice and tall through the top of your head. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale to fold forward. So if you've practiced with me before, you know that I like to say whenever we do forward folds, that we are experiencing getting in touch, not touching. So no part of us has to touch. No top part of our body has to touch the bottom part. It doesn't have to. If it does touch, maybe at the belly to the thighs, totally fine. We're here to strengthen through the long spine and through the low back. And give it one more breath. All right, flex those feet, come out just a little bit. You're going to take an inhale, start to engage through the whole body as you reach the fingertips towards the sky and settle the shoulders. So everything's engaged here. Press the tailbone into the floor. We're in seated staff. Give it 3 long breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, let those hands come right behind you so that you're leaning back just a bit. I'm going to give you 2 choices for this next posture. This is the full posture, which would be to have the legs extended and to lift up through the pelvis, okay? If that's too much, you can bend the knees and just go to here. If that is even too much, come down onto your back and lift the pelvis into bridge. So you decide how deep or how challenging you want the posture to be today. We're going to hold it 3 breaths. So choose your poison. And here we go. Nice big inhale. And exhale, lift up. Don't clench your teeth if you can help it. Inhale. Exhale to lower the seat. If you're in bridge down on the mat, meet me back in a comfortable seat. So you can go ahead and just find whatever that comfortable seat is. Let the hands come to rest in the lap. Reach through the crown of the head and find that softness through the eyes. Either close the eyes or just have that soft gaze towards the floor. Find 2 breaths. Take an inhale, reach the arms and the gaze up. And then exhale, let that right hand come outside of the right hip. Bend that right elbow in. Maybe that right elbow comes all the way to the floor as you reach those left fingertips over to the left. Now that left knee wants to lift up. See if you can press it towards the floor. And give it one more breath. Inhale, press into that right hand. We'll move over just like we did at the beginning of class. Left hand lowers. Maybe that left elbow comes all the way to the floor, reaching the right fingertips over. See if you can keep the heart open here. And then press that right knee down towards the mat. Inhale, both hands come up above the head. And then exhale, palms come down in front of your heart. Bow chin to chest. Give yourself a nice big centering breath right here. You can use your next breath cycle to slowly flutter the eyes open. And I'm going to invite you to find any postures that I didn't offer for the next 6 or 7 breaths. And then we'll move right into Shavasana. So Shavasana for you today may be just to lie down on your mat. Maybe cover up with your blanket or beach towel. Maybe you want to stay in a seated, meditative, easy seat. It's completely up to you. Just use the next 3 or 4 breaths. Just stretch out, lengthen, nourish any part of your body that's asking for just a little bit right now.
And then as you're ready, go ahead and find whatever Shavasana will look like for you today. It's your resting pose. So as you make your way there, give yourself that nice big deep inhale and exhale through the nose and rest. You can slowly start to bring some awareness back into this space that we have created together. And begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And circle your wrists and your ankles. Reach your arms up over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point the toes. Reach the fingertips. And then roll on to one side or the other. Bring those knees up towards your navel. Give yourself a little hug. And then meet me in a comfortable seat whenever you're ready. We'll meet together with hands at the heart. So our quote today is from Helen Keller, and it says, "No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened up a new heaven to the human spirit." May you cling to optimism and faith. May we have that faith together. May you know kindness, and may you be kind. And until we meet together again, gratitude for practicing with me today. Namaste.